Hi, I'm going to show you how to make MadeByMommy.com's daisy chain bracelet. If you have trouble following these steps, I suggest that you go back and watch the official videos from Rainbow Loom on either Suzanne's Blooms or the Starburst, both of which are great videos that go methodically through step by step. I'm recording this for advanced viewers who have already made those and are bored of them and are looking for a new design to try out. So starting at the bottom, I'm going to take the rubber band that I'd like ultimately to go around the bottom. For me that's green. And then I'm going to switch to the color that's going to go around in a circle inside the flower. For me that's pink. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. The chart here, that was number 1, then number 2, number 3, and number 4. This chart is available to print out at MadeByMommy.com, if that helps you. Now we go to number 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, 7. Switching color again for number 8. Back to pink for 9. So that was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now this you can repeat for as many flowers as you would like. I'm going to stop after 3 just because it becomes repetitive, and you can always apply it as many times as you like. You know, there's nothing more to learn from watching it 4 times than watching it 3. Just make sure that wherever you decide to end, that you put that alternating color extending out. That's going to be your way to have it come together in the end. So once you've laid your bottom framework, looking on the chart because it's sort of easier to view than these rubber bands, you're starting 1 and then you go around both sides, into the middle, forward, around both sides, repeating for as many flowers as you're going to want. We're now going to go ahead and add what's going to be the center structure of the flowers. I'm going to use purple. And just like when I'm doing Starburst, I always go up and to the right first, and then down to the right. And this, for this bracelet, it's not as important as it is for Starburst, but it's much easier either way to sort of figure out which one's on top if you've put them on in the same order consistently. Then when you flip the loom, it will be obvious to you where to start. Another comment about sort of your rubber band placement. You've got to be careful when you're putting them on not to overlap and have something that you're putting on top go underneath the others. That makes it much harder to hook them later, and they end up getting tangled with each other. So be careful and sort of precise about putting these on one at a time and one on top of the prior one. On the third flower, again, what I'm doing right now is just adding these purple lines, starting to the upper right, then going around each of these. And again, you're going to repeat that for as many flowers as you have. And finally, you're going to add what will ultimately be the loose petals of your flowers. I'm going to use 2 colors just because I think that looks pretty, and go around the outer edge in a circle. So right on top of everywhere that you have those pink rubber bands, you're going to put these doubles. These will not get hooked. They will be loose. They will be hooked in to be attached, but they will open up to create the real appearance of full flower petals. Repeating for the second flower. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause, catch up, and then continue. Broken one. Definitely don't want to use that one. So what I'm doing again, to look at the chart, because sometimes it's hard to see with my hands, I'm adding this green and this blue rubber band on the same peg that I had previously put the pink ones, and going around in a circle. Now your final step after adding these flower petals on is going to be to cap the center of each flower. I suggest using a different color than the one you used for this line. Try and pick a contrasting color. It makes it much easier to hook through if the ones on top are different. I'm going to go to pink, which is the color I have for this circle, to make this inner circle. I'm going to take it, twist it, put it on top in the center of each one of your flowers. So now, if you've made as many flowers as you'd like on your 1 or 2 looms connected together, you've got 2 more rubber bands to add. One here at the end of the last flower, and then I like to add a second green one onto the band to give me somewhere to extend the bracelet more easily. So turning the loom around to begin hooking. Now here is where things change a little bit from what you're familiar with for starbursts. For starburst, you would hook from here forward. I'm going to take all of the center out. So reaching into the center, you might need to hold your pink one down so it doesn't pop off. I'm going to take that and go straight down. Think then the flower that will be at the end for the bracelet will look more symmetrical, more sort of evenly 6 instead of the starburst pattern, which really sort of has 5 lines coming out from the middle. So going all the way around to bring your 6 petals out from the center to the outer pegs. Then you're going to repeat that for the next flower. more to go. Okay, so now each of your flowers should look like that. And then you go back to the beginning to build what will be the framework from the outside. We're going to hook starting here, going out and together, and then up, out, and together, and that's going to keep it all locked. So reaching in here, I'm looking for the top pink rubber band to go that way, and then the remaining pink rubber band to go that way. And then you keep going on both sides to keep everything even. Hopefully you can see. And the other side. So get your green rubber band from underneath all those others and pull it up there. That's what's going to lock this whole flower together. And then you're repeating again, going in to get the top pink rubber band. And bring it to the side. And then your other pink rubber band. To the opposite side. And in. Go. In to get your green. Reaching in to get the top pink. One side and the other side. Straight down the middle for that last green one. And there you go. Now this one we're going to keep intact so that we can extend, and we're going to pop off this whole daisy chain bracelet. And that's your madebymommy.com daisy chain. I, just for speed, and took it off the hook and just tied one around, but you at this point would want to extend around however you wish to make it a bracelet to wear. Enjoy!